Hey guys, it's Hunter. Welcome back to another video. Today, it's time to recap the best and worst guitars of the year. It's the Aguwards 2020 edition. Let's get into it. Before we get into it though, it's time to announce the winner of the Epiphone Prophecy Holiday giveaway. Now there were a ton of entries, it's like 1,200 comments on this Instagram post, it's crazy. And it's really cool to go through and see what everybody's rigs are like. Some of you are writing some sick rigs. I'm seeing Marshall, Mesa, Diamonds, even a Kirk Hammett signature. Then a lot of you are running plugins, a ton of katanas, which is really cool to see. The important thing is this has been a ridiculous year and so many of you are still at it, making music. Genuinely heartwarming to see. Okay, lucky number 169, nice. Alex McShredden. Thought that was an Adam Jones next to Pringle for a sec. I'll be rocking that beauty through my Boss Katana 50 because I'm a broke college student and because it's awesome. Well, Alex, my dude, it's about to get even more awesome for you. Hey, dude, quick question for you. All right, let's see if he responds. In the meantime, let's get into the best and worst guitars of 2020. First category up, best unique feature. There's so many guitars released every year, and guitarists are kind of a picky, traditional bunch, so it's hard to make things stand out without being tacky or gimmicky. Make things different with a purpose. And this year, I'm giving it to Schecter. The fact that they managed to include Lundgren pickup sets into normal production guitars is crazy. Lundgren is a super premium brand. All their pickups are made in Sweden, and prior to this year, they pretty much only came stock in Ibanez Meshuggah signature guitars. But in 2020, Schecter put them into the Mach series guitars, including the Mach 7 Evertune, and they sound super sick. So percussive, great for genty rhythms, and they've also managed to sneak them into the updated Blackjack series, which is dope too, but that's it. No one else has them in normal production models, so well done, Schecter. And the honorable mention goes to the Epiphone Tommy Thayer signature Les Paul. Have you seen a finish so ridiculous on a Les Paul? Like, there's sparkle finishes, and then there's this. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're wondering, yes, that is my Christmas tree, and yes, it is a real tree. It's a Euro Cypress bonsai tree, because apparently, as of this year, I am now a bonsai person. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to talking about this Les Paul. It's got these big-ass glitter flakes. It's like a galactic glitter bomb. Rumor has it, Epiphone spent $80 on glitter for the prototype. That's a lot, and it really shows. And Alex responded, for sure, man, what's up? Where am I telling Epiphone to send your new Prophecy Les Paul? Okay, all right, we'll see what he says. Next category, biggest bust. No, grow up, not that kind. So the most disappointing guitar of the year for me was the Sterling by Music Man John Petrucci Majesty. And man, I had such high hopes for this one. I'd heard so much about how good Sterlings are, how they were so comfortable, how the quality was just one of the best at any given price point. So I tried what I think is the most expensive one, and it was okay. It sounded really good with dual rec, but yeah, the color looked washed out, the fit and finish was downright sloppy in certain areas. And look, it's a decent guitar, there's no denying that. Stainless steel frets and Petrucci's signature DiMarzios, but no way would I consider that to be the quality of a $1,400 instrument. For the unit that I received, at least, 1,000 max seemed like a more reasonable price. So still looking to check out more Sterlings, maybe the more affordable ones, but very disappointing for a first Sterling on the channel, especially after being hyped to try one out for so long. Honorable, or I guess dishonorable in this case, mention goes to the Epiphone inspired by Gibson Firebird. Now don't get me wrong, loved most things about this guitar, like it's a neck through Epiphone, and the demo got pretty ridiculous. let down by some exceptionally bad fretwork, which kind of ruins what was otherwise a pretty great experience. Now though, let's move on to best tone. Now interestingly enough, while I wasn't crazy about how the guitar played, the DiMarzio's plus the dual rec was one of my favorite tones on the channel this year. I don't know, I don't have much experience with DiMarzio compared to other pickup brands, but don't know, they sound awesome together. Honorable mention goes to the Harley Benton Amarok baritone. Not sure if you consider the tone good necessarily, but like drop A, or maybe it was drop A sharp, I can't remember, into the orange rock reverb. Straight up nasty tone for days. To the most surprising, a guitar that I really wasn't sure if I was gonna like at all, but ended up having an absolute blast with, was the BC Rich Mockingbird Extreme. Now, I very publicly do not like pointy guitars. They're too edgy for my style. I'm just not cool enough to rock a medieval instrument of battle. So yeah, I'm used to just staying away from BC Riches at like Guitar Center and Sam Ash, especially in recent years where they've been kinda crap. But as one of the first models of BC Rich's new relaunch, this was decidedly not crap. Was it really good? It showed BC Rich's intent going forward. They're not just looking to be a legacy brand, they're looking to be a big, relevant part of rock and metal going forward. So it was refreshing and enjoyable to experience that level of ambition. And then the honorable mention goes to the Schecter Banshee GT. Now, I thought it looked interesting when it was first announced. Racing stripe, blue EMGs, a ton of chat energy, gotta go fast. Totally not my style of guitar. Wasn't expecting it to be this enjoyable at all. And I mean, it is really enjoyable, and for that, it gets the honorable mention. And now onto best looking. I'm gonna have to give it to my first ever American Fender. The American Professional 2 Telecaster Deluxe in Dark Knight. Holy shit, it looks so freaking cool. I love it because it's like a Fender. What do I mean it's like a Fender? It is a Fender. What I mean is it's a very old school style guitar. Telecaster body, big 70s headstock, but in a relatively modern sparkle finish. It's just the coolest. Honorable mention goes to the Epiphone Prophecy SG, the blue Blackbird Satin Flame with the brushed chrome hardware. Just holy yes. Next up is best budget guitar of 2020, but before we get into that, let's pay some bills and talk about the best non-profit dedicated to helping people dealing with stress and anxiety, of 2020. It's Take 2 Minutes, who just so happen to be the sponsor of this video. So Take 2 Minutes offers free services where you receive daily positive text messages, as well as access to other expert recommended activities and exercises backed by research designed to improve your happiness. They've even got sleep exercises, so if you get insomnia a lot, like I do, that's super helpful. They've also just launched a new merch line with some great designs. I chose this one because I love the color and also the message, be kind. Because they're a nonprofit and don't make any money from the services, merch is a great way to support them. And right now, for you guys, they're offering a 15% discount on all merch if you use the code Agufish at checkout. But yeah, the main services are free. If you're ready to improve your mental health, head on over to take2minutes.org or hit the link in the description. Improve your happiness, and it really does help out the channel. And now back into this year's Aguwards. Okay, so best budget guitar, which I'm defining this year as $500 or below. And the best budget guitar that I tried this year for, I think now this is the 3rd year running, is a Harley Benton, specifically the Fusion T. They're just setting the gold standard when it comes to budget level guitars. And full disclosure, I did help design them, like spec them out, chose the colors, and they turned out so well, the roasted maple version in particular. Locking tuners, Graphtec nut, roasted maple neck, roasted maple fingerboard, stainless steel frets for like $450. Didn't just have the specs, but they played really well too. That pretty much sums up why I agreed to join Harley Benton in a limited role. I think it's fantastic they're able to get such great playing guitars into the hands of more musicians who might otherwise not have the financial access to those kinds of specs. And it was great to be able to give them away for other people to enjoy this year as well. And then honorable mention goes to, surprise, another Harley Benton, the Harley Benton EX84 Modern. Again, full disclosure, this was one I was involved with as well, but I mean, I love Metallica, I love James Hetfield. Super fun to work on bringing an affordable, quote-unquote, Het-inspired guitar to market. Mahogany body, rounded ebony fingerboard, Grover locking tuners. Under $400, played super well, and made for some awesome mod projects too. Next up, best value level guitar. If budget level is $500 or below, I'm defining value level at $1,000 or below. In most cases, with most brands, that's generally where you'll get the most value per dollar in terms of spec and quality. And this year, LTD absolutely killed it with the Eclipse 87 NT. Listen, this guitar was just an absolute joy to play. The frets, excellent. The fingerboard, I have no idea what they did, but it was so well polished and oiled, especially in this price range. You can even see the reflection of your fretting hand. Like, I've never seen that before. That was absolutely insane. Also comes with locking tuners, Seymour Duncan JB59 set, and it's seafoam green. So yeah, a lot to like here for under $1,000. Honorable mention goes to the newest 2020 iteration of the Epiphone Prophecy Les Paul. I mean, I've got a 35-minute video up. What else do I even say about this guitar? It's been a long wait since Andertons accidentally leaked them at last year's NAMM, but it has been worth it. Grover locking tuners, proprietary Fishman Fluence pickups. It's a modern, proper shaped, full thickness Les Paul custom, and it's under $1,000. Absolutely love mine, and the fact that the color is like an aged silver burst with a flame maple veneer, awesome. Up next, most fun. It's the Kramer Jersey Star. I mean, look at it. This is not a guitar that takes itself seriously. It's so freaking 80s. Like a glance, a single glance, and it's like, damn, This guitar is the 1980s. The stars, the gold pickup rings, the triple Seymour Duncans, the Parloid tuning keys, the gold Floyd Rose. I had so much fun being inspired to write an 80s style track for the demo, throwing in a stupid amount of synth and tapping and natural harmonics with Floyd flutters. Yeah, man, that guitar was just a dumb fun time. Honorable mention goes to the Fender HM Strat reissue for basically the same reason. So unapologetically 80s. Love its entire attitude, and especially from Fender, it is so out there. The only reason I put the Jersey Star above the Fender is because the specs of the Jersey Star fit my personal preference more, but they are both very fun guitars. And I also have to give an honorable mention to the 7-string AliExpress Hello Kitty knockoff. What an absolute garbage fire of a guitar. So we threw an Evertune in there, obviously. So dumb, so fun. But now it's time for the best overall guitar that I tried on the channel in 2020. And this is going to be somewhat of a controversial choice, but for me, it was the Vola Oz 7 QGM J1. Listen, it's not a great name, but it was just an unreal guitar. Modern specs and vintage sensibilities in all the right places, with Godot locking tuners, roasted maple fingerboards, stainless steel frets, hot bridge humbucker, 2 lower output single coils. I mean, even the looks, vintage styled aged white HSS 7-string with tortoiseshell plastics, genius. Plus, add to everything that it's a Vola made in Japan, which are always top tier in terms of quality. Only one of the most interesting takes on a 7-string that's come across in a while, it's also one of the best made guitars that I had the honor of trying this year. That's my pick. Looking forward to getting roasted in the comments. And you may have noticed that there's one particular very special guitar, at least to me, that's so far been missing, and that is my Harley Benton signature model. I love this guitar. I still play it all the time. Roasted flame maple neck, stainless steel frets, ash top, 25-inch scale length, single cut, custom voice pickups for €499. Realistically, it belongs at least as the honorable mention in a couple of categories: best budget guitar, best looking, best tone, most fun. Designing a guitar and then seeing so many people around the world enjoy it and make music with it. It's been an unreal experience, easily one of the highs of 2020. But I felt like, I don't know, I'm a little biased, that's stroking my ego too much, so I left it out. Until now. You also can't buy one right now because it was a limited run, but without giving anything away, stay tuned in 2021. So those are my picks for the best guitars of 2020, or at least the ones that I had the privilege of trying on the channel this year. This is where I throw it to you though. What were your favorite or least favorite guitars of the year? Let me know in the comments. Definitely curious to hear your thoughts. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Social media, merch, and Discord server links are in the description. Happy holidays, be safe, be healthy. As always, thanks so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I'll see you for the next video.